any episodes of it. But you know what? Okay, you know what? Okay, I'll give him respect for the use of the dummy, man. I don't think that's one thing I miss about having so much CG around and everything. People don't use dummies anymore.
It's hilarious.
Dummies are hilarious, man. As you know, the Oscars happened last night. We had a good time watching the Oscars here. I'm glad you girls got to join us. There's a lot of big moments that happened at the Oscars. The Oscar. a lot of big moments with Oscar over there. One of them where everybody's talking about how the Koreans just took everything, invaded the Oscars, took all our shit that night. Also, there was the big memes and the talk and the videos of Billie Eilish thinking what we're thinking. What the Yeah, everybody want to talk about this girl and talk about how that was rude. How could she, this young punk right here, look at her. She got no respect. Nah, baby, you thinking what everybody else was thinking. Those presenters were not funny. I love how honest she was being. Oh, this everybody at home was looking like this. What the is everybody laughing about? Shit ain't funny. My favorite though, Martin Scorsese not giving a about Eminem. He was asleep. Meanwhile, his daughter just don't know what to do. She ain't never seen a wigger before, so she's just like, huh? She's like, Martin, I thought he was black this whole time. Well, guy who makes gangster films, that was pretty gangster, man. I don't give a about you, Eminem. Shit, I'm Martin Scorsese. I'll sleep through your shit. I'm tired. Oh, y'all kid ain't no gangsters. I make movies about gangsters. You. But
how old is that song anyway?
That was the crazy thing. That's another reason why he probably fell asleep. He's like, man, this shit is old. There was no explanation for why Eminem was at the Oscars, except for I guess that song won like for best song in a movie or something.
10 years.
Yeah. You know why? Because the last time they brought black rappers in to perform, they scared all the white people in the studio. That time they brought in what is it? 3-6 Mafia. You remember that Oz when they brought in six? I was about to say 6 Foot Mafia.
6 feet.
This is the first account.
Dolly's clapping like Dolly Parton's like, I can't believe these niggas won.
I ain't serious. That is serious.
Them motherfuckers didn't care about tuxedos. They didn't have a suit. they wore last night on the streets.
Man, help me out. Whole Sony Records, Lisa Ellis, our moms, our whole family.
Thank you, Jesus.
Selecto.
If you black, you gotta thank Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Thanks for getting us a chance at the Academy. We love the Academy. Going down, y'all, man. George Clooney, my favorite man. He showed me love when I first met him.
George Clooney's like, I never met them before. He's like, I met them. They robbed me. Yeah, man. That is why they say, you know what? We bring back a rapper. We're gonna bring back a white rapper. So that's why they brought back Eminem.
Well, do you know why? Just a fact.
No, go ahead.
I don't know why if this really explains why he was there last night, but I guess when his song was up for a nomination, he didn't think he was gonna win, so he didn't even go to the Oscars at all. And then he tweeted something this morning saying like, "I finally made it." Like, sorry I missed it. Man,
that's a really sweet story. Martin Scorsese, I don't give a.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
It's still weird.
Well, that puts a sweet spin on that. But you know something? Probably one of the most colorful and positive highlights of the night, something that got the whole crowd bopping their heads and clapping and dancing, was Sir Elton John giving a live performance of "I'm Gonna Love Me Again." everybody at home, they were into it, and everybody in the crowd, they were, everybody was like, yeah. They don't like little Elton John. Snap your fingers at this, except for one dude named Hakan. Who is Hakan? You don't know him. Personally, I don't even know him. But he did email me. And while everybody was bobbing their head to old Sir Elton John over there, Hakan is sitting at home and he's saying, hey, wait a minute. I've heard this somewhere before. Did Elton John just rip off somebody who, in a sad way, was also at the Oscar ceremony last night?
That sound echo through the night. The sound I hear when I'm holding you tight.
John Witherspoon. In his song, with the song Bang, Bang, Bang.
My love going bang, bang, bang.
Let's listen one more time. So here's Sir Elton John. All right. And here is Sir John Witherspoon.
That sound echo through the night. The sound I hear when I'm holding you tight.
They're saying that Elton John song is new?
That Elton John song, yeah, it said it's okay. So if this is old, I don't know, because it's very close. But I looked at this and I don't know if this is an old song or maybe it was republished. But that they said it was published in 2019. This is for the movie, the Elton John movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was for the Elton John movie that came out. Okay. So I mean, I don't know. People tell me, did this song exist in some form already? Am I missing something here? Because somebody ripped off the other person. Because these sound very, very similar. Let me see here. I'm gonna listen again. I hadn't heard this song before, so maybe I don't know my Elton John as much as I thought I did.
I'm about to be the king. It's got to be clear. The thoughts inside my head to the one I hear.
Okay, so the chat is saying, no, this is new, and they're saying, the biggest difference is, they say if you look at John Witherspoon, they say Elton John has a better wig. Somebody in the chat says, so he wins there. But yeah, people are saying, somebody's saying it's very. They said this is new. This song right here. I'm gonna love me again. And John Witherspoon.
When my love goes bang, 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 you better run for cover.
If you want to know again who that is John Witherspoon, who died in 2019. He was at the Oscars in the in memoriam section where they brought him up. He also apparently worked part-time at a gas station and a tire shop. And then it was life. But that segment where he's singing, that is taken. First of all, if you're looking at John Witherspoon, you're like, man, you should know who he is. Great comedian, John Witherspoon. But for some of the younger people out there, you might know him as
Pops.
Even before Pops. You might know him as Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Ow!
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're having that dream where you made the white people riot, weren't you?
But I was telling the truth.
How many times have I told you you better not even dream about telling white folk the truth?
Legendary role right there, but you got it right. Before Grandpa, there was Pops, and Pops was a character on that Wayans Brothers show that came on. What was the channel at the time?
WB. I believe.
Was it WB?
Yeah, it's WB.
WB. Yeah, the Wayans Brothers show.
Wayans Brothers.
And the episodes of it. But you know what? I'll give him respect for the use of the dummy, man. I don't think that's one thing I miss about having so much CG around and everything. People don't use dummies anymore.
It's hilarious.
Dummies are hilarious, man. I love dummies when you see like it's a real person and those motherfuckers go limp.
She's okay.
Oh, but she's all right. Oh, look, she got knocked in her seat too. Oh, those Wayans. Oz, what do you think, man? What do you think about this? I know songs sound alike all the time, but what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a case where, like you said, some things are coincidence, some things are blatantly ripped off of. It's tough for me to see. Maybe it is, but for me, it's tough to see Elton John watching the Wayans brothers and being inspired to write. So I'm going to chalk this up to coincidence.
I don't know, man. You know that he might have.
You never know, man. That shit.
Maybe, I don't know. But
you got somebody's got to watch it.
For all we know, man. Listen.
But again, songs are collaborative effort at times. So maybe, somebody else may have saw it. Maybe somebody else may have wrote, something similar.
Elton John his songs got a lot of soul. He might watch a lot of black comedies. We don't know. We're brothers. Shit, even the beginning of that song sound like Elton John probably saw his show, man. Even that beginning of this song sounds like that song Elton John made.
Now listen, if Elton John came out in an afro, then be like, wait a minute.
He might have. I bring this up for two reasons. One, these songs do sound very, very much alike. And listening to this, and I'm bringing this up. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but it could be just music has reached the point where it's just not that creative anymore, to where we just sound like we're ripping off the Wayans Brothers show. Wait a
minute, Dick. Oh, there goes Elton John in the back. Look.
There he is. Look at right here.
He's right there.
I'm gonna steal this funky tune. so said Sir Elton John. He ate that diner, man.
Know.
And somebody even said Pop's voice was a little bit better.
You just rang. It's my love going bang, bang, bang.
He had a good voice.
Great.
Yeah.
He had a good voice, but the reason why I bring this up is because something I've always said. So this whole thing where people were talking about, and this is the most infamous example, blurred lines. Alan Thicke and Pharrell Williams. That song they got sued by the Marvin Gaye estate for sounding too much like what was the song?
Gotta give it up.
Gotta give it up. I don't disagree that it sounds so much like I Give It Up from Marvin Gaye, but at the same time, Pharrell Williams says, a lot of this stuff is so subjective, man. I think this sets up a very dangerous standard doing this right here. Two things happen with this case, I feel. One is Alan Thicke, everybody was hating him, man. Because
he played himself.
Yeah, he got caught cheating on Paula Patton, his wife at the time.
Pattinson, man.
And people, for some reason, said, a lot of people are like, God damn, she's fine. You're going to around on that. Dudes were mad at him. They like, man, I can't get nothing that fine. And you that up? Women, of course, are mad at him because it was a open public cheating scandal. So I've always said that the court of public opinion kind of came in and weighed in on this case. The other thing is that what's his name? Thicke. Keep want to say his father, Alan, but Robin Thicke. He kind of threw Pharrell under the bus on this one, man. I remember when the court case was going on, and he was talking about, well, I didn't really have anything to do with making the song. I was just a performer. Yeah, so I think a lot of people saw that and they thought, I kind of be an asshole, man.
That's on him.
Yeah. Can they sue with this? Can somebody from the Wayans Brothers show? Can they come in and actually pull a lawsuit saying that, Elton John stole our Wayans Brothers show song? I don't know. I mean, it's because anybody can sue. Anybody can. And I wouldn't be surprised if they got something because I think the reason why Marvin Gaye is so huge, that song was so popular that when the estate came down on them. They came down on them aggressively. And I think, with that song being so popular that, it was kind of easy to just be on their side. But I think it's so many songs, man. So many songs that sound the same. We could go all night pulling up songs that sound the same.
I'm just not sure what is copyrightable. The bass line, the actual notes that are written. I don't know what's copyrightable. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody in the chat knows. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think it has to be 8 bars of melody. That's what I always thought.
Yeah, maybe so. It just brings me back to, was it fair what happened with that song? I know everybody says, man, that song sounds just like that. But, there are so many songs that sound the same. I'm going to bring up one that I heard the other day. Let me see here.
Getting born in the state of Mississippi. Papa was a copper and mama was a hippie.
Okay, so I heard that and I thought, wow, it sounds very familiar like this song. It's like they took that and slowed it down.
It's the same thing as Gangster of Love and Sweet Home Alabama. It's the same riff.
Yeah. It's so many songs that sound the same, man. And did this? You tell me what you think. Did this get a bad rap right here? Blurred Lines, you think?
I think you were right as far as the court of public opinion on him. Everybody was taking a dump on Robin Thicke. At that time. And that whole appropriation thing fell on him as well.
Oh, that's a great point, man.
As far as taking, black music as a white artist, and then getting paid off of it and not really showing it respect, quote unquote. So, the Marvin, the gay estate waited until that song blew up before they did anything.
No,
so they definitely were calculated with all these things. So did he get a bump steer? Maybe. Just looking at the different samples that you played, how songs can be similar. But this was, again, like the other ones, very undeniable that this is what they were lifting, or as hip hop says, sampling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it definitely was a sample. Did it have to come from that hard? I don't know. If you clear your samples, you're good.
Yeah, but
it seemed as though Pharrell did not do that, according to Robin Thicke.
Well, it wasn't even like a sample. He thought he was just making a beat that was kind of similar. But y'all, these songs sound the same. I don't know. After listening to the Elton John song, that sounds just like that. I wonder if anybody's going to point it out again. Yeah, and then listening to this over here, I don't know, man.
Bang, bang, bang. It's going to be you and me again.
Yeah. All right.
Open up the case.
Man. I don't know.
Open the case up.
What's that?
Open the case up. You and Martin and Denim Dicks. Go get it.
On the case.
On the case.
I'm trying to stir up some shit. Actually, I just want to cause some trouble. To be honest with you, I want the Wayans brothers to go after this shit. Sue Elton John, and I want everybody to come back and say, and this shit was first started by Corey Coleman, troublemaker Coleman over there. But over here on DTmerch.com, we got the size that fits all, man. We got all that toasted goodness for different body shapes over there. We don't discriminate against anyone for that classic black tee with the white logo. We know it's in demand. We know who are we to deny people that toasted goodness like that? Many sizes. If you got a big ass body, that means you got big ass feet. We can fit those too with those slides that we have right there. Got a big ass head too. Hey, we can fit that too.